I wanted to find different ways and means to strengthen your immune system and just to create a whole body of balance of health. And so I invited Dr. J. Otis Williams on the show. Worked in clinical nutrition, internal disorders, functional diagnostic medicine, science of acupuncture. He's a nutritionist. He does it all, man. Dr. Williams, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Guys, it's Dr. Williams. Good morning.
Hey, Dr. Williams.
Hi, how you doing?
Let's start with chiropractic medicine. I remember a friend of mine was practicing chiropractic medicine in the Bay when I was younger, and he used to always want to come over and adjust my spine and would tell me the benefits of it. But he also talked about, the medical field really not recognizing chiropractic medicine possibly as they should. And I wanted to ask him, what is the difference between a chiropractor and a back doctor, if there is, and why is it that chiropractic medicine gets that kind of resistance?
Well, it goes way back over 100 years ago with the American Medical Association and the Chiropractic Association. Back in the beginning and stuff, like back in 1895 when chiropractic first got started, and back at that same time, back in the late 1800s, a lot of folks were suffering with different ailments and stuff like that and all. So chiropractic at that time was helping quite a number of people in that line, much better than allopathic medicine was doing at that time. So then you had the osteopaths too that were around. But with the chiropractic profession, their whole thing was based on the neuromuscular skeletal system, or the adjustment, how the spine itself, with the nerves coming out, going to all of the different organs in the body. Because matter of fact, from the brain down, you got different nerve that travels all the way down to every organ that you have. So the whole body is based in an electrical system. So when you adjust the spine, different areas, segments there, you're going to affect these different levels. And say, for instance, if you're adjusting the upper thoracic area, you can affect the heart area, you can affect the lung area. As you go down lower, you can start affecting the liver, you can affect the kidneys, the stomach, and all, because you're affecting the branches of nerves that travel to the different organs. And what that does, and back in those days, people were eating correctly. They didn't have all the garbage and stuff we have now, all the different processed foods and stuff which we have now. So back then, folks, you got a few adjustments and stuff. Or if you had a bad cold or whatever it was, you got an adjustment, you would get better because you were eating properly too. Because if you had the proper minerals and stuff that come from your food that you're eating that came up out of the soil, that would help your body quite a bit too. That would strengthen the whole body system, strengthen the nerves, strengthen the muscles and all. And so people were getting pretty good results back then. But as time changed, the whole agricultural industry made a change. Because a lot of the nutrients and stuff that you get out of the earth to go into your foods, you're not getting that now. So a lot of our food is depleted of the nutrients and things like that. And so that will affect you too, because if you lack certain minerals, because the body needs at least 102 minerals. Yeah. And we really don't get that from the foods and stuff that we're eating and all. So our body, our whole immune system breaks down. You find out that anywhere from 70 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut. Okay, and a lot of people don't realize that and all. And when you look at, say, acupuncture, for instance, and you look at the meridians, you take, for instance, like the lungs and the large intestine, those two organs complement each other to that point. And so if you're having problems with your lungs and all you have to take a look at your gut. Because a lot of your illnesses, 80 to 90% of your illnesses begin in the gut. And most people don't realize that and all. And so what happened over the years and stuff with chiropractic, started getting more and more into nutrition and stuff like that and all, and they were getting pretty good results. So there was a big friction that came across in that line. And chiropractic had a certain philosophy that a lot of illnesses were due to misalignment and stuff in the spine. And so the medical group said, no, that's not true. Everything is built on bacteria and viruses and stuff like that and all, and parasites that cause illnesses. Well, all that's true too. When you look at the whole body system, anything can cause anything. And you have different healing arts and stuff and all. You have naturopathy and stuff, osteopathy and stuff, the homeopath and all. Each branch of the healing art has a different method of doing things. So what you have to basically do is that what I've done basically personally is that I've looked at all the different healing arts and stuff and all. And what I learned from one healing art and learned from another healing art, I do an integrative approach. And that's where functional medicine aspect part comes in. Functional medicine look at a whole integrative approach. You look at what's really going on within a person's system. You have diagnostic testing stuff you're doing, blood work, urinalysis, and things like that and all. And there's certain advanced type testing that you do to find certain things that you don't normally find in your regular blood test that you go to your regular primary physician and stuff like that. No. So the chiropractic at all, with the chiropractic profession, it has different areas of specialty. And one of the areas of specialty is in the line of internal disorders. And matter of fact, there are less than, within the chiropractic profession worldwide, there are less than 350 board certified chiropractic internists.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And so that group, particularly that elite group, put a lot of emphasis and stuff on nutritional things and all, and for as being able to handle different problems and stuff from the health, care point of view in that line.
Uh-huh.
And but the chiropractic profession has expanded tremendously since the time of the late 1800s, coming all the way up over 100 years and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't realize that at all. But you have certain chiropractic and stuff deal basically primarily with the spine to that point. You control headaches and stuff with the spine. It all depends upon the person. You can control blood pressure by adjusting the spine. It depends upon the person, because what will work for one person would not necessarily work for another. Each person is different. It's what we call biochemical individuality and stuff and all. And if you even if you have someone that comes into your office with high blood pressure, in my case, since I've dealt with a lot of accident cases and all, so there were some people that I could adjust and stuff and control the blood pressure. Other people had to get basically mostly into the nutritional line to that point. Sometimes I use a combination of both, the adjustment along with the nutritional aspect. And one of the things that I found out basically with this COVID-19 that's going on, for people's immune system, and a lot of folks don't even take into consideration, is how we've basically been eating in the beginning. And one of the main culprits, and a lot of people don't realize, is sugar. We find sugar in everything that we eat mostly, especially the high fructose corn syrup. Okay. And what it does, it tears up the whole immune system. You have your microbiome, where you have about 80% good bacteria and 20% bad bacteria. That acts as a balance. But what happens is that when the 20% bad bacteria gets out of balance, it overrides your whole system. So now your immune system is shot. Okay. Not only do you look at your gut too, but also you look at your oral cavity as well. Your mouth, your teeth, and stuff like that too. So there's a technique that people can use if they wanted to, and all, is ways of getting rid of some of that bacteria and stuff that's all in between your teeth. We have fillings and stuff and all to pull it out. It's a technique called pulling, where you use extra virgin organic coconut oil, and you put like a tablespoonful in your mouth and all, and you swish it. You just keep it in your mouth and you swish it for at least, say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you can do it for 20 minutes, that's good. And then you just spit it out. It pulls out all that bacteria and stuff out of your cavity there. You can do it in the morning, you can do it at night. That way you keep the mouth itself strong for protecting yourself as well, because the mouth and stuff, everything ties in with the gut area and the colon area. It's one straight tube from the top straight to the bottom there.
And what does that do? What are some other methods? Because right now we're seeing people resort to a lot of traditional methods that we grew up with. People are starting to take black seed oil again, elderberry teas, sea moss. Sea moss,
yeah, all those things. Sea moss has at least 92 different trace minerals and stuff in it, and all. So that's good to do as well too. But the whole key is that if people start looking at the foods they're eating, especially with the sugar content, anytime you get over 25 grams of sugar in your system more on a daily basis there, you're setting yourself for a compromised system down the road eventually there to that point. Okay. And because what happened, the sugar itself has a tendency to suppress the immune system. A lot of people don't realize that. I've gone to the stores since they had this problem with the virus and stuff going around. People are buying everything off the shelf and stuff like that and all. But what it's also doing is stacking their carts with a lot of Cokes, a lot of junk foods, you know. And, you know, you can do the best you can of that, but if you're throwing all that junk into your system, you're breaking your whole body system down. And also you get into what you call incompatible food combinations and all. And when talking about incompatible food combinations, mixing, say, for instance, protein and starches, you end up having, your sweets and stuff along with your starches and your meats, your protein. That creates a big gastric upset within your whole gastrointestinal system. So when people eat a lot of their meals and stuff, they eat foods and stuff that are not compatible, they get gas. You get bloated. So that creates an acid reflux there. Okay? So if you're using antacid, what you're basically doing, you're suppressing the whole system. It's not necessarily that you have too much acid from that. Really, you don't have enough. Your hydrochloric acid level is down. But a lot of the allopathic physician stuff will give you an antacid. And that creates some more problem down the road.
Dr. J. Otis Williams is here. I want to open up the phone line. So you got a lot of people calling now that you're speaking. I know Heather and Tracy have questions, too. So I'm going to try to get quick questions and, you know, and as best as possible, condensed answers. We got Vernon from D.C. on the line. Good morning, Vernon.
Hey, Vernon.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great, man. Say hello to Dr. Williams. You got a quick question?
Yeah. So, have you heard of a trend called grounding? It's supposed to neutralize.
Grounding is good and all. Grounding is very good. Yeah. You can do that. You can get up early in the morning and stuff and all, and walk on the grass or on the ground and stuff like that for half hour. You just sit in a chair, bare feet. Take your shoes off and put your feet right on the ground and stuff. It's very good. It deals with electromagnetic field and stuff within the body system. The body is an electrical system, or electrical system.
So that helps for people to just get in touch and make contact with the real earth, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay, so when you talk about
the way you walk, Sway.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Vernon, thanks. So when you say the body is an electrical system, there's this theory that's been circulating about how 5G technology has been affecting our bodies. Have you heard that? And could you comment on that if possible?
Yeah, it does. What happens is that if whatever in the atmosphere that you have within the environment there, you can be near power lines and stuff and all. If that electrical power thing is up and all, that electromagnetic frequency gets high, it can affect your whole system. Because otherwise, your body. See, the body is very intelligent. You have to learn to listen to the wisdom of your body. Your body will tell you, it give you all kinds of signals, say such and such is not right for me. But we have the tendency not to listen to it and all. So things like cell phones and things like that and all over a period of time, it does affect you there and all because there's an interference there.
And what kind of effect can this technology have on you and your body, and how does that correlate with what we're seeing with COVID-19?
Well, the whole thing is that if you break down if you have an electrical imbalance within your whole nervous system there, that's going to affect your whole immune system because everything is connected there. Okay, so just by knowing there is an interruption in the energy in the electrical field itself, the body's going to try to respond best as it can against whatever outside activity coming into it or on it.
So should we turn our Wi-Fi off at night?
You should. Matter of fact, you shouldn't. Like, people have a tendency and stuff, you drop to sleep and stuff with the television on and stuff like that and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. That affects you and stuff. Sometimes it depends upon how you're thinking and stuff and how things are flowing, how your own energy field, your own electrical field is in your body, so how it's flowing out through the tip of your fingers and stuff. Sometimes, you may touch a doorknob and there's a shock there, or you may touch somebody because you got a lot of energy flowing through you and they may get a little shock from you and stuff like that.
So I'm turning my Wi-Fi off at night. That's what I'm about to start doing. Yeah. Heather, you wanted to jump in there?
I'm just happy that Dr. Williams talked about the high fructose corn syrup. It's something that I discovered was an issue some years ago, about maybe 5 or 6 years ago, Dr. Williams, and I didn't realize how it was in bread and it was in syrups and cereal and different things that we pick up, to your point, going to the grocery store every single day. You're just filling your cart with different things, and some of my favorite snacks, cookies and stuff, and then not realizing what this high fructose corn syrup was doing to my body, making me sluggish. And I was advised to check out my blood type and check out the foods I was eating. And that was one of the signals, and one of the things you spoke about, listening to your body. And ever since I removed that high fructose corn syrup, I mean, you can't really do it 100%, because some things you want to treat yourself sometimes, Dr. Williams, and you may have a little bit, but it's been night and day for me as well. So thank you for sharing that information about it, and just making people more conscious to turn over and read those labels, because it was even in everyday bread that we were eating, even wheat bread, which I thought was healthier. It was that high fructose corn syrup slapped right there.
Right.
Tracy, you want to chime in?
Yes, please. Dr. Williams, we've seen such a surge in popularity with alkaline water, looking at the brand Essentia and how it's been able to just rise to the top. But I'm also thinking about much of our Black community that may be in the hood and not have access to an Essentia, but they're just trying to be healthier. And so it's like, all right, I got tap water, I got whatever jug from the corner store.
Spring water, yeah.
Yep, exactly, Heather. Is there a major difference in spring water and tap water versus alkaline water?
Yeah, there's a difference in that line also. When you look at, say, spring water, you look at the minerals and stuff. You can get pure spring water and stuff that hadn't been alterated to a certain point. If you got good mineral content in there, that's fine. But another thing too, that if you have problems, say getting alkaline water, if you can get hold to a lime, lemons and lime, you can alkaline your water by squeezing the juice of lemon and lime into you, or just the lemon alone, into say 16 ounces of water. Okay. And you can drink that a day. You can drink 8 ounces in the morning, and later on you drink another 8 ounces. So you bring some alkalinity within your body system there. So, see, the body has to be balanced. You don't want to be too alkaline, and you don't want to be too acid. So like an 80% alkalinity and a 20% acidity. So that's the balance right there. So when you look at your foods and stuff, alkaline foods and acid foods, well, all your junk foods and stuff, all your sugars and stuff, all your sodas and potato chips and things like that and all, these are acidic. When you put too much into your system there, you're going to mess with your microbiome, your good bacteria, and you can start creating more bad bacteria. See, there's a brain-gut connection, okay? It's like you have two brains, actually. You have your brain up top that you're familiar with in your skull, but also you have a brain down into your gut area. You have the area called the solar plexus or the celiac plexus. The old anatomists used to call that the abdominal brain. Okay, there's a talk. There's a conversation that's going on between your gut and your brain. Okay, let's say, for instance, you're eating a bunch of junk stuff, high fructose corn syrup, all these sweets and all. See, those bacteria, they love sweets. The brain itself loves sugar. Okay, so what happens is that, let's say, for instance, you stir up these bad bacteria down below, and you feed them the sugar, and after a while, they send the impulse from the gut that goes up through the vagus nerve. It travels. So the vagus nerve is the 10th cranial nerve. We call it the wandering nerve, because all other branches come off that vagus nerve, going to all the organs in your body. So then that hooks in right at the celiac plexus, the solar plexus, a network of nerves there. Okay. So what happened is that these bad bacteria and all, they said, okay, fine, I want some sugar, man. Now give me some sugar, give me some sugar. And then what happened then the brain said, yeah. So you have that urge that comes on. Okay? So what happened? You start feeding it. It's an addiction. Okay? So you start feeding it. And also the bad bacteria said, I want the sugar. The brain said, I want the sugar. So what happened? You give in to those cravings, things like that and all. So in order to cut those cravings, you're going to have to increase your water content. Okay? And we are basically dehydrated. Folks think they say, well, I drink sodas and I drink regular tea and stuff. I drink regular coffee and stuff, and I'm getting enough liquid. No, you're not getting pure water. Okay, all these other foods and things you get, they dehydrate the body, and we don't realize that. But if you put sugar into the different drinks, these sport drinks and stuff, you can drink more of it. Okay? So now you're seeing those bad boys down there, and they send a signal to the brain. The brain says, bring it on, bring it on. You put it in there and all. It goes from your mouth straight down your tube, back into your gut. You upset the whole balance again. And your whole immune system now becomes compromised. Or what you're doing. Your thoughts itself can affect your immune system. You think you have a lot of fear. You think negative thoughts and stuff. You just worry a whole lot. Mental stress, financial stress, all these things affect your whole immune system. So you have to be as positive as you possibly can. If you believe in religion and believe in your religion, you can pray. You can do meditation and things like that and all. Anything to keep your whole system calm to that point. And that works better on your whole immune system to that point. Whereas that your attitude can change. You might begin now to say, okay, fine, I've been through that addictive phase of all these foods that I've been putting into my system and all. And so now you begin to make changes, lifestyle changes and all, which you have to do. And only you as an individual can do that. Nobody can do it for you to that point.
Dr. J. Otis Williams is here. I want to open up the phone line, so I didn't mean to cut you off. Please forgive me, but you got a lot of people on the phone line that want to talk to you. So, and this man earned his pre-med at Morehouse with a major in biology. If you wonder why he sounds smarter than any of us, he continued his education at the National College of Chiropractic, later named the National University of Health Services in Illinois. Dr. Williams earned his doctorate of chiropractic degree and obtained his license to practice in South Carolina. You're somewhat semi-retired, but you're helping change people's lives. I want to talk about some of the lives that you changed and open up these phone lines. So if you have any questions, this is so valuable information that we don't always have access to, and he's giving it to us for free. 888-742-3345. We're coming right back with Dr. Williams. Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. Man, we got Dr. Williams on the line. Dr. J. Otis Williams is on the line with us. Pre-med. Got a BS in pre-med from Morehouse. Shout out to Morehouse. Graduated from the National College of Chiropractic in Illinois. Specializes in clinical nutrition. And the gems you are dropping on us right now it's about to change my life personally. I can't wait to play back this interview and listen to it over and over. I appreciate you being on the air with us. If people want to, how can people reach out to you? Are you on Facebook or social or?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Dr. J. Otis Williams.
Just like that, huh? Dr. J. Otis Williams, Otis Williams.
Right.
Yo, citizens, we got so many people on the line, and a lot of folks aren't going to be able to make the line. Hit them up on Instagram and ask them whatever you want. Tell them Sway sent you.
He about to get flooded. Dr. Williams, you ready for this flood that's about to hit you?
I don't know.
Ask him anything. I promise you, this information is so valuable, and it's not what we're taught in schools. And I feel like some of westernized medicines and pharmaceutical companies and even government keep this information away from you because it feels because this type of information sounds healing. It sounds curing, where most medicines tend to pacify and they don't help you heal or cure, or even medical philosophies like this. Some of the things you're talking about is holistic.
Right.
Grounding, earthing, walking and having a connection with nature. Black seed oil, echinacea, all of these elderberry, sea moss, all of these simple things that you could find, but these things aren't pushed in school. Right. How 5G technology can affect your body, which is an electrical system that responds differently for each and every person. And so having Wi-Fi in your house, if it can affect your mood, if you're not meditating and calming your mind and sending positive vibrations, if you will, through your body, through your system. If your spinal cord isn't straight, it affects the signals that go from your brain to your nerve endings that can affect your heart, your lungs, and all of these different complexities that shouldn't be so complex. It should be our common everyday practice. Dr. Williams has agreed to take your calls, so we have to do quick quick questions, and we have to do quick answers. So we got Aaron from Colorado Springs. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Aaron.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Go for it.
Okay, yeah. So about 3 years ago, I suffered. My body attacked my immune system, and now I suffer from vasculitis. And I'm on this medicine called methotrexate. I have to take like 8 pills every week. And the question I have is, my doctor just did a blood test and said that my white blood cells was at 2.7, and the lowest should be 3.4 to 10.6. And what I want to know is, how can I get my immune system boosted up, and what can I do about the white blood cells?
Well, the thing is that first of all, I don't know what your diet is like. I don't know what kind of foods you're eating. I don't know how much sugar you put into your system. But if you're eating food with a bunch of sugar in it, you need to get off it, because you're compromising, you're suppressing the immune system. So That's one thing. So I don't know whether you're doing that. I don't know whether you're drinking sugary drinks or you're drinking Cokes and stuff like that. I don't know. But if you are,
I don't drink pop,
all that.
but I do eat a lot of sugar. So I probably
well, you're not going to solve your problem at all.
Okay.
You definitely got to get away from the sugar, and especially the high fructose stuff. But try to lower it's going to take you a while, because now you got an addictive personality there. Okay, because sugar is what I call sugar sweet cocaine. Okay, it's more addictive than cocaine.
Damn.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Hey, so
get
Aaron,
off that sugar.
Get off the sugar, Aaron, and then for a more extensive answer, hit him up. Once again, Dr. Williams, can you give out your Instagram?
Dr. J. Otis Williams. Follow me at Instagram, Dr. J. Otis Williams.
Okay, and hit him up and get a more extensive answer, okay, Aaron?
Wow.
Okay, I will. I thank you guys very much. Be safe out there.
You too. You're a citizen, brother.
Wow. A Sway in the morning.
Stephanie in Ohio. Good morning, Stephanie.
Hey, Steph.
Good morning.
Okay, you have a question? Go for it.
Yeah, I have kind of a rare allergy. I'm allergic to citric acid. So a lot of the natural ways to help with certain things like lemons and limes, I can't do.
Right.
So what would be like an alternative for me, since I can't utilize those options for healing?
Okay. Do you eat avocados?
I do, yes.
Okay. Increase it. Try eating one avocado every day for a while. That'll help you with the immune system and stuff too, in that line gradually. But also go back to what you put into your system. I don't know how much sugar you put into your system. If you're drinking Cokes and sweets and stuff like that, all ice cream, cakes, pies, and cookies, hey, you're gonna have a problem. Get off that sugar.
Yeah. I don't really do a lot of sugar. I do fruits. Like I try to do like some grapes and apples each day.
Okay.
Flaxseed corn chips and things.
What kind of grapes are you eating?
Red grapes or green grapes.
Okay. Seedless?
Yes.
Get off those seedless grapes. Don't eat any food that are seedless. Watermelon, though, do not eat those foods. They're no good for you.
Are they clones or what are? Because
they're more like clones in a sense. So any fruit that does not have a seed in it, leave it alone.
Okay, Stephanie.
A lot of folks eat those grapes and stuff and all like that. With my patients stuff and all, and then when I have my office open and stuff like that and all, when they were coming in the grapes and stuff like that, the seedless, I took them off all those seedless things. And then also eating foods and stuff out of season. Now you can get watermelon early during the year, all through the year. Don't eat that stuff. Because it affects your whole immune system. What you put into your mouth goes into your gut. You're going to have a reaction with your microbiome, your bacteria. You have at least a good 37 trillion bacteria in your gut.
Stephanie, follow him for more extensive information, okay? Follow him on Instagram, okay,
Dr.
Stephanie?
Williams, would you say the same? Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Dr. Williams, would you say the same thing about limes and like oranges? I don't really see a lot of seeds in limes or oranges, but the limes and the oranges seem to work good for me. But
yeah,
is that
as long as it got a little seed in it, as long as
it
has seed, some seed in it. Yeah, that's fine. But if they give you a seedless lime or seedless lemon, don't bother with it.
I never see seeds. I never see seeds in. Okay. I never see seeds in lime. Okay.
All right, we got Jeff from Miami on the line. You want to add to that, Jeff?
Yeah, how you doing?
Great, man.
I seen something on Facebook. I don't really normally pay attention to news on Facebook, but I seen something where they said that if you inhale like the fumes, the fumes from like boiling water in lime, that could kill the virus. Is that true?
Well, it all depends on the virus and stuff and all. It can try to help your immune system, but now I wouldn't say it's going to kill that COVID-19 like that and all, because if you have that COVID-19, you have to look at your whole how well your immune, how your body can fight it. Now, some people and stuff, body's kind of strong, can fight it. So it goes back to what you put into your system. Is your body, the foods you eat, is highly in sugars and stuff like that and all?
Nah, I don't even eat sugar.
Huh?
I don't eat anything with sugar. I stay away from sugar.
Okay.
My family diabetic, so I stay away from it.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, Jeff, follow him on Instagram, Jeff. You got it? Okay.
Appreciate it. Y'all be safe.
Jeff got me out. He said, I got it, Swiggity. Oscar, what's your question?
Good morning. My quick question is, I believe I've been addicted to food for now 36 years. I eat poorly. I'm a type 1 diabetic. My question, Dr. Williams, is how long will it take for my body to kind of reset once I stop eating so much sugar and start drinking a lot more water? What goal can I look forward to?
Well, it depends upon, usually if you're going to try to rebuild what's going on within your body system, you're looking at anywhere from 12, 18 to 24 months. And you have to look at basically what's going on within your whole system. Now, you have to have a whole physiological workup and stuff and all, extensive blood work to that point and all, that look at things from a functional perspective in that line.
How do I get off this addiction? How do I actually do it?
Well, you have to look at based on all. Well, you start with. You have to look. Sometimes you're deficient in certain things. You got to look at what you're deficient in the B complex vitamins and things like that and all. If you're deficient in those, that also because that triggers your whole nervous system there. If you have a B complex deficiency there, to that point. But the main thing is that you have to make some changes there. Get into your alkaline foods and stuff. Get a lot of your salads, your raw salads and things like that and all. Because you want to put some enzymes into your body system there. If you stay away from a lot of cooked foods, get something like 80% raw and 20% cooked. You have to make a change, a whole dietary change over a period of time there. You have to look at how weak your body system is, what organs and things are not functioning properly. They imbalance within the different organs of the body. So you have to set that. And it's a gradual process that you have to go through in that line.
Oscar,
Thank you, Doctor. And please write a book if you haven't.
Have you written a book, Dr. Williams?
No, I haven't.
Oh, geez, man, we missing out on this money. I could bring that to your table. Oscar, hit him up on Instagram, too, Dr. J. Otis Williams, okay, and get more information.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Doctor.
Absolutely. Man, I'm going to just keep going, Heather. I know we had some other stuff on the format, but if Dr. Williams...
but you got to, Sway. You helping and healing. Dr. Williams is helping and healing. It's important that our citizens hear this.
Okay, if you don't mind, Dr. Williams, can we take a few more calls?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we're going to go to a song and come back with a few more calls with Dr. J. Otis Williams. Get your mind right, get your body right. It's Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5.